Hello everyone, check this out. People who use XRP are going crazy right now because they think that billions of dollars are in Ripple's trust account after this crazy move by the US government. To be clear, the government is literally buying shares in more and more businesses these days, right? This is the shocking question that Zach Rector asks. He thinks, I wonder if they'd also want some of that XRP from Ripple's pool. And to be honest, I see this feeling everywhere. A lot of people are seriously wondering if the government could actually buy a piece of Ripple. Guys, this is where things get interesting. Because I really believe it, I think the US government already has a big plan. It's like they know exactly where this is going. I'm sure that our LUSD will turn into the US digital dollar. Take a look. Before he even became president, Ripple met with the president in the summer of 2024. In my opinion, the president didn't want the usual digital cash from the central bank. He wanted something different. Ripple then steps in and says, hey, we're putting this stable coin into circulation. You could use this as your digital money for sure. If you really know what XRP can do, there's no way that President Trump doesn't also understand it. He can see how this could make the US dollar go through the roof. XRP was already getting a lot of attention during his first term in office in 2017, 2018, and 2019. They even talked about the idea of a digital currency issued by the central bank that would work like a digital dollar. I really believe that everything they were planning back then is going to happen in 2025. What's interesting is this. Analysts say you're way behind the times if you still think of XRP as only a way to make payments. Do you want to know the truth? This is why some people think XRP could really hit $10,000. It can be used for a lot more than just payments. Ripple has fully changed from a company that only did payments to a powerhouse that does a lot of different things like tokenization, custody, and a lot more. This is where things get interesting. Some people really think that XRP could go through the $10,000 mark, while others think that's not possible at all. But here's what I think. Why didn't it get to $10,000? I mean, what's really stopping it? XRP has a crazy market cap ratio that is usually between 400 and 500x. So you can't use that as an excuse. In other words, the price changes quickly whenever money comes in. Then someone asks, what about cycles that came before? Listen, this whole 4-year cycle thing is going to be a thing of the past once it's useful again. The 4-year cycle will never be the same again after that. There is a lot of talk about how Bitcoin's 4-year pattern is ending. Yes, that's right, because usefulness is what will destroy it. But this is what bothers me the most. When Arthur Brito, the person who made XRP, said it was meant to be a $10,000 asset, I don't think he was kidding. And I think what he really meant at the time was that XRP would be worth 5 figures someday when all of these pieces come together. Of course, everyone asked me right away, okay, so when's this supposed to happen? It's likely to go down before 2030. From what I can tell, it will be between 2027 and 2028. CBDCs will be everywhere by then. In fact, they will be up and running in almost every country. The countries that don't use CBDC will have steady coins instead. By that time, the digital dollar will have really taken off. The best part is now here. I believe that most people who don't have bank accounts will soon be able to open real ones. Then you add tokenization to the mix, and man, tokenization is going to be huge by then. Real-world goods that are being turned into tokens are worth many trillions of dollars. It makes me laugh when people say that XRP will never reach $10,000. It's much more likely to get there than for Thankx to do nothing. Really, the odds are better for hitting $10,000 than losing everything. This was pointed out by Johnny Deaton. I really saw this coming, man. I also knew that Gemini's XRP card would become their most popular credit card very quickly. I think XRP users are the reason why Gemini's app downloads just blew away Coinbase's. And this is crazy. Do you remember when 75,000 people with XRP from 143 different countries got together for the SEC versus Ripple case? That had never been done before. It was exactly what Johnny Deaton said. Look at this. As soon as Coinbase dropped their XRP MasterCard, Gemini quickly passed them in the US iOS app shop. Gems jumped to 16th place, while Coinbase fell to 20th. That's what I mean by XRP army power. I could tell from a mile away that people would want that card. Wait a minute. Personally, I believe that people are getting too excited. Everyone is acting like this card will send the price of XRP into space in a matter of days. Listen, if this is going to really make XRP valuable, it will take a while. This isn't going to happen fast. And there's this guy with messy hair who says that Bitcoin and XRP are the best ways to protect yourself in the future. You need to listen to what he says. Do you mean that a lot of that Nostro money will be in XRP one day? Is that really the end goal? Oh, it's going to be changed. XRP is going to take its place. So just that small amount of oil, like that thimble, is in high demand. All of the banks need just the right amount of XRP to meet their liquidity needs, and money providers are also doing it. It's possible that only big companies are doing it. They're only putting up their own cash. No one needs as much cash as they thought they would. Fiat money from Nostro and Vostro. XRP is still useful in that way, though. So I believe Ripple has done some of those math. If every bank and other regulated financial institution in the world had just the right amount of XRP to meet meet their cash flow needs, there would be a huge practical market for XRP all over the world. In the same way, there are only 21 million Bitcoins. People can add Bitcoin to their portfolios as a safety measure. By the time all the retirement funds, hedge funds, and individuals buy, they should only have a small amount left over. In turn, this creates a desire for Bitcoin in general. The same is true for Ripple, though it's not just meant to be a fiat currency. It's for a very specific purpose, to make an alternative to the current Nostro Vostro method of correspondent banking, which needs a lot of cash on hand. We're still not quite there yet. That being said, man, this thing is about to blow up. This is why the banks will work hard to get into those Nostro Vostro accounts. So consider what they'll feel. All of that cash that was stuck in these bank systems could be released. They could get new loans and pay for all kinds of projects with that money, but they can't use it right now because it's just sitting there.